Hello, everyone. Corrie here, coming back in to do our weekend energy update. This is March the 3rd. We are in some crazy energy. There is some crazy energy. I was crazy beautiful. Like it's just, or beautiful, crazy, beautiful, however you want to put it. But there is some real like energy. And I just finished doing a Facebook Live where I just spoke about some of this energy and how the outside energy bring it into us. And I always say that whatever is happening out there, universe is happening within us, and to bring it within ourselves and to connect within ourselves and into that energy. My computer just went woof. Um, and so let's begin with what we have going on and what else they want me to share today. They've been chatting since about 4 a.m. Yesterday they woke me up at 4:15 and got me to look outside, and our yard was full of deer. There was like 9 deer, and we live in the middle of the downtown of a city, and but it's kind of country looking that and and there was 9 deer out in our yard. My dogs couldn't even go out and pee because the deer was there, and they were just frolicking around and playing. And so expect the unexpected. That is huge. Expect the unexpected. And this morning, 4 a.m., I was awakened again, and I was having a very vivid, clear dream. And I believe the dream has something to do with the energy, and there is a message in here. And the vivid dream was a big fire. And I could see us moving. I could see us we were trying to get to some place. And there was this massive woods fire, that was coming across the hills, coming across the mountains. And we couldn't get to where we needed to go or where we were supposed to be going. It's like somebody was trying to get us to go somewhere where it was the fire was more dangerous than where we were. And I'm like, why do we have to keep trying to get past this fire? Why don't we just wait for it to pass? And and so I feel like some of the things that may be coming forth for you may feel like you may want to try to rush and jump and leap into something. And it's like, I need to get past this. Like we can't outrun the fates and the destinies, like the fates that are upon us and the destiny of how the universe is reacting and responding energetically. And a lot of this energy that's happening, we can't outrun, we can't get past it, we can't get by it. It is happening. And for us to be uh to kind of wait for things to pass before we move. So whatever it is that feels like, oh my God, I need to get going right now, sometimes we got to wait for that energy to pass. And even though everyone else is talking, it's now a go time, go, 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 go. I'm like, there is a big, massive like something that's influencing, almost like that sinister energy, or something that is like a sense of entrapment, false light that is just saying, this is not as it seems to be. And that's what I keep getting. This is not as it seems to be. It's like the mousetrap game. It's like something trying to trap us, trying to put like a cage down over us. And if you run now, you're going to run into this trap. It's what I keep getting. Like, don't get trapped. Don't let yourself get fooled by this energy. So there is something appearing as light, appearing as good, and it's not always good. It's false light, imposter light, um, and it has a big influence, and it's coming from not a place of good intentions. Whether it's coming from the beings of other planets that are there to, I feel like it's like, so this may sound absolutely crazy, but this is what they're giving me right now, and I have to share this. So, the influence of races, beings from other planets who are literally presenting themselves as good, but the motive to their intention of communicating through specific people where they know that cannot tell, that can't distinguish the difference between the intentions of this light. It's imposter light. It's appearing as good, it's appearing as the divine. It is not the divine. And what it is telling us is the essence that um, it is what they want is for the highest good for them and for humanity to become that, to become the specific energy for them, not for the highest good of humanity, for human race, but for the race of another planet. And this being is of the alien source of however we put this. My human kind of wants to stop, but my channel will not let this stop. That it is not of God consciousness, it is of the collective consciousness of the race of another planet that is influencing some of the energy of the beings, knowing that it cannot distinguish between what is of the highest good and um, what is of the highest good of humanity and what is of the highest good of this of these beings. The divine presence of the angelic realm and the ancient wise ones is always of the highest good of humanity. And what we are getting is an influence of a being, a source that is not of the highest good. The Palladians are of the highest good, working with the angelic realm. The blue beings, as they showed me years ago, Lumerian is of the highest good, but as Lumerian, as we've evolved from Lumerian soul into human, our souls being into humans, is there has been an influence, an interference in our ability to be able to trust ourselves and to trust our own instinctual self. This message is being transmuted directly from that of the divine source of the God consciousness. The appearance of the seraphim, angel, the Sephrim, coming in to intercept some of and so the appearance of divine light coming in to intercept some of this imposter light that has been impacting, influencing, and getting people to run like scared horses, like scared wild animals, of when something spooks. And to not be spooked. Don't be spooked. Use such judgment in where your messages may be coming from. You will see a beep 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 of beep 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 is beep 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 of a flashing of white light, blue and green. And those lights will really start to be able, you'll know that that is the divine. And I don't know exactly how that message comes in or who that message is for. I'm trying to stay with this. I'm trying not to lose this connection. But to really truly know that divine light, the divine presence, the channeling through of divine light, that of God has been waiting a lifetime. We can wait a lifetime more for you. You have to know that what is happening now, what is being here right now, is the essence of, as you prosper within yourself first, you will prosper on a spiritual level. You will grow and become that of your own divine light, and you will hear the essence of the divine communicating through in a peaceful, compassionate, loving way. You do not need to run like scared animals. What is coming may not be pretty. There is no way to be able to put this in human words other than your world is evolving. Your human world, the world, Earth itself, is going through its own transformation. It is transmuting some of the energy that has come from the feet, the feet of humans, and it is being transmuted back, and it will be that of love when it comes back. But the earth itself is in an evolution. There will be, as we say, great fires, but as angelic fires and divine fires, they are that of light and not that of some of the earthly fires. So there is a massive fire of light that is entering, and this is the storms, and it is changing things. As we start to be able to intercept some of this imposter light that has had a hold on earthly beings, has been communicating as true light, but has not always been of the highest good of humanity. Turning humanity further away from love. But we are here to bring this love and light back. As you will see a larger appearance, and as you're watching your sky light up, that we are here, that God is here, that there is a greater consciousness that is awakening upon earth and will awaken. And as you are experiencing that of similarities to the conversations of the great flood, and how the great flood appeared, that you will be seeing a great flood in many areas of emotions, of changes, of many different forms and many different ways. But trust us, you will know light. So the more that you get to be and turn on and exist in the light within you, you will know that which is imposter. So please be aware. Please pay attention to what feels right. The human words and the human language is the greatest weapon, and it is bringing about the greatest fear. So pay attention to the language. That is what we have for you. And trust that I, as pure light, would never divide my people. We are love and all love. So I believe we will be seeing, as we release more and more and we start to be able to reframe from the impulses to jump, and the impulses to respond and to react in such a way that doesn't feel authentic or real to ourselves, feel good to us, is that we will be able to start to be a part of that change and the shift that we are experiencing, that we are seeing as these interceptions of light start to come in, as the angelic, as God speaks through us and for us and to us, that we are seeing this sense of this pause, this grace. We as a human race are being brought back into a sense of innocence, that a lot of what we knew and a lot of what we existed in didn't come from the place of highest good. That as we have been evolving love, as we have been evolving our stories and shifts and changes, and as you just experienced, that was a full on experience of channeling, as my whole body had been just fully taken over. And there's parts of me back in now that I have that control to be present here. Is that we are learning to reframe and shift and change the language and our ability to be able to communicate. And so this weekend's energy, like I said, it is constant, it is changing, but we've got such a powerful interception of divine light that is entering into this world and coming in and bringing about change. We are not always going to be experiencing love in or beautiful experience and beautiful moments, and especially during these times of change. Because during these times of change, no matter what it is, sometimes we have to know that we are at the end of, we've extended ourselves as far as we can. We're like that elastic band. And so in some relationships, in some experiences, is that we have like, I can't take anymore. I'm now done, and I have to make a change. I have to shift. And that may be with our relationship with ourselves and our connection to our own soul. And I'm done. Whatever has owned me, that sense of owning me and claiming me, I'm not doing this. I'm not going to be keep running through this energy. I'm not going to keep this up. So this time is bringing about the end of a lot of addictive behavioral patterns that have really truly been guided by the imposter light, that has been an influence, that have had people asleep at the wheel holding on. And I just like that song, Jesus Take the Wheel. I feel like we are letting go. We're letting go of the wheel. We're letting go of the need to be in control. We're letting go of the old stories, the old patterns. We are releasing, relinquishing, reframing, resurrecting all of this stuff, that we are coming back into an organic sense of self. And there is a new level of awareness and awakening that's happening, that ends our addictive behaviors and patterns. And we're seeing so many more, we're going to see so many more return to healthy bodies, healthy states of being, as if this interception has kind of like put a poof in front of the eye and just said, look at me. Don't look at that. Don't keep looking at that. It's like you've been hypnotized. That's what it's like. It's like this hypnotic energy came in years ago, and it just started to speak through the human, and the human then just passed down these messages and this ownership and this beliefs and this values that didn't really align. That's been fed through imposter light, representing itself as divine, and it wasn't divine. And we're just seeing a big shift, a big shift, and it's just going to get bigger, and the ripple effect of it is going to get larger. And at the end of those difficult situations, people are just going to start making choices to say yes to that which is healthy, that which is whole, that which ends our crippling, what has been crippling us, what has been dividing us, what has been causing great fear. And it's like, so in it, we will see that great storms, that great chaos, that great everything. But it is the chaos that brings about change back into the light, that we see sparkle and glow and shine coming back on, and turning people back on, and turning back people back into a sense of being, we're just walking such a holy path, this is a divine light. And when we see the absolute worst of humanity, like as in the crucifixion of Jesus, like in the um, like in the crucifixion of women and men for just being beautiful souls, just doing things in a different way, that sense of turning on, that burning people at a stake and then trying to say that that was a good thing. um no. And this is where imposter light came in and really truly allowed those influences to cause us to fear, and to fear the essence of God. And as God just walked in through me, and I could feel it and sense it, and I could just know it in that in that channeling, I feel like I've been changed in this live. I'm not even recording on my Zoom. Like, this is being recorded on Be Live. On Be Live, just be alive. And I feel like we are defying the odds, and we are coming back in larger numbers and coming back to life in such a, I can feel God. I can feel the essence of this divine spirit working through me. And I've been working with God for a long time, but I can't tell you what is happening in this very moment that I'm experiencing. I can't even speak, but I am still going to keep sharing this message, and putting this out there. And I hope you can feel this in this message today for you, that it is ending. It is ending. That we need to look deep and just know that, those that crucify people for being lights in different ways, those that could have taken a man and put him on a cross, or put anyone on a cross and convinced themselves that it was for a highest good. No, no. It was the resurrection of a light of what we choose to be on the other side of our pain stories, to rise above, to be better human beings. And we do have a lot, like I said, there's been an interception that is coming in, that is intercepting, that we need to be a weaker species, a weaker being. And these beings have been trying to keep us on a weaker level, so that we do not be able to return to the essence of our home within us, to know that our divine presence that exists within us, that we are this greatness, we are this light, we are this love. Whew. As Archangel Ariel is here, envy, deceit, those things have had such an ownership, and just this power, this false power, this false light, this false prophecy that has had such a hold. And it is saying, no, we're opening up the door to see this golden light, that we have literally been kept in the dark in so many ways. And some of us have been born awake and just really questioned this since the day we're born. And we have been living in our own personal hell and watching people be like walking dead, walking zombies, and saying, why do you feel that this is, how can you not see? And so this is light coming on, just seeing ourselves be able to come together in healthy, beautiful relationships, in love and light, and being faithful and loyal in so many beautiful ways, that that we're loyal for the right reasons to the right things. And this is the second chakra. This is Archangel Ariel coming in and just holding that light and being there to help us to be able to evolve those emotions from the sacral, from the womb, to give birth to new ideas. And as Archangel Ariel is also that of an angel for the animals. And we have a primal instinct, and this Archangel Ariel is here to help us to evolve and heal our primal instinct, to be able to be one with nature, to be one with the natural abilities of our own cycle and of our own selves, and to end and rid these stories. And this has victimized us in so many ways, and it has turned good people ugly in so many ways, that the eye of envy instead of the eye of God, and just being guided by the eye of envy to keep trying to push somebody else down, to climb on the heads of others, to get to the top, to be at that top. And it's not the way, it's not our path, it's not our journey, it's not who we are. And that's how it has been to keep the human race from evolving into a stronger, more powerful, is to use fear and to play on the emotions. It's time for us to evolve our emotions, to be able to know that we have the ability to clearly think, to think for ourselves, to grow. And we're looking into these stories and into the light, and just, is this clear? Is this is this a man-made? Is this, it's like our gems. It's like, how many imposter gems are out there, and crystals that are out there that are not real and organic. Like, and then we have, our purity. And if it's pure, and knowing, I was just in the dollar store yesterday, Dollarama, and for $4 you could buy a a salt lamp, and people would buy it home and bring it home and believe it to be true, believe it to be a true light. And it's an imposter. It is a man-made gem that is a false, is passed off as. And that's been what's been influencing so many, is this false light. And now, to know true salt lamps, true salt, our true light, our true essence, and to bring it on board, to bring it in. I'm just at a loss for words. I don't even know what to say. All I know is I could see it. I can see it coming in. I can see it hitting earth. I can see the light coming on. I can see people finally being able to have this shift and these changes. And it's a difficult time, but it's a beautiful time. And I'm like, I look forward to what is to come. And happy families, happy homes, this beautiful rainbow energy, that embodying of a light body, and stepping into our light bodies, healing through those traumatic experiences that have caused blockages within us, to free ourselves of those, to be able to walk in and just walking into the ocean of evolved emotions, beautiful emotions, bringing on board beautiful stories and beautiful emotions to create that. And the power for, and I feel like I think it's just my cards wore out. And these are Sandra and Taylor's. And these were one of my original decks that I used to take everywhere with me, and I used them. And I started to lose faith in humanity. And after a lot of personal hurts and pains and attacks and envy and jealousy and judgment, and seeing beautiful people turn into not being very beautiful, but still seeing their spirit and knowing they had that beauty, but seeing the darkness and seeing imposter light just consuming people just to be somebody, has been painful to watch, painful to experience. And I wanted to walk away so bad. And I just finished saying to God a few days ago, like, I can't do this anymore. I'm so tired. I want to go home. And they said, you are home. This is where you are meant to be. And then this beautiful golden light was shown to me. And beyond that, through this window, through this door. And as I wrote in my book that I just finished writing at Christmas, and now I know why. And I wrote about, we could be standing, waiting for the curtain call, waiting for the curtain to open. But that's the illusion. All you have to do is turn around and look that the curtain has always been open. It is the fear that holds us, that standing in such a fixed energy, that we're looking in waiting. We are no longer in waiting. It has always been here. Our heaven on earth has been here. It is here. It has not left us. It has been here. Our sense that we have been waiting, or that we have to become such perfect beings to be something, or that we have to turn our back on what feels right to us to become something, to be a collective of what is not really our truth, has been owning us. And this freedom to be liberated and to be free, to be set free, is simply to turn around, to look around, and to see. And this is the exact same two cards that came out from my deck, and I just shuffled these all the way up. And it was O'Malley. It is the imposter. And I've seen that sinister energy. It showed its face to me, and it said, now that you've seen my face, I can never hide again. You will see me everywhere. And I do see it everywhere. And when I could see it starting to try to get into myself, I knew that was never going to be me. I could never cross that line. And when I met that Lucifer energy at the gate, it said, this is what tempts people, is they want to know what's beyond here. So they walk into that darkness thinking they'll find something, like they're greater than darkness. None of us are, but light is, God is, the angels are, the divine is, the angelic beings, the holy realm, the ascendant masters. That is the power, those beings that are of the absolute highest good, that work for the light and work for the light only. That is the energy, is the only thing that is greater than darkness. We are human, and we are here to be human, and we're here to work with that divine beings that are here to help us to know that they are here. We were innocent children. We were innocents, and this is our return to our innocence, to be able to listen to the whisper, the voice of the grace that is speaking to us, to show ourselves mercy, to know that we can have those endings and allow those endings. And in that we can, in our weakness, In our humility, we will gain our greatest wisdom to rise up and to rise above into knowing that that guardian energy exists within us and the guardians are with us, and that our inner, our divine child energy, our soul, is the guardian that is speaking and whispering to us. And I feel the guardians, I know them, I communicate with them everywhere, and they shape shift and they are present with us. And all we have to do is to ask. You will never be greater than your addictions and your isms. But if you surrender, if you ask for the presence of the divine to intercept those isms, those addictions, those addictive behaviors, your jealousy, your envy, all of those things, the fear stories, the insecurities, intercept it. Intercept me, intercept that behavior, intercept that's interfering in relationships, intercept that in another who is self-sabotaging in ourselves. Intercept that moment when we're about to prostitute, to compromise that version of ourselves, to follow that imposter light, to take on that light and believe that is going to be greatness, to step on the heads and the hearts of others to get to where you need to go. Intercept it, ask for it to be intercepted, so that the divine presence, the divine light can work through you and for you, for your highest good, to bring about the changes that you need to be able to experience within this lifetime, so that we can all be the best that we can be. I don't know where this message come from today, but they have been speaking to me all night for nights and days, and I hope in some way that this message finds its way into your heart and into your life today, and that you stayed until the end and you allowed this presence of this light and this message to get into your heart today, and just maybe that this is the beginning of an intention to be the change that you need to see in your life. And don't worry about getting to the end. Don't worry about rushing. It is all happening through and for us when we just say yes to us. Much love. Much, much love. Have a beautiful weekend and a beautiful life. And I don't know what else is to come, but I guess we'll see. Much love. Bye-bye. And excuse my hacking dog.